Cheers.
Cheers. We're getting good this.
Delicious. That's the best one.
Refreshing.
Refreshing, delicious. Welcome back, everybody.
Yes, welcome back.
Off the Cuff Nurses, where everything's off the cuff and off the record.
Yep.
We might look the same, or if you're just an audio listener, we might look different to you.
We're drinking mystery drink in our tumblers.
Yep. Can't tell you what's in it.
Could be vodka, could be whiskey. Who's to know?
Who's to know? Who's to say? Today is, I don't know when this is. This will go out the Thursday before New Year's, obviously. So this is our New Year's Eve / New Year's episode.
And a recap the last year.
Yeah.
So we wanted to start with wins and losses from 2024.
What are yours? Maybe it'll inspire me.
Well, so 3 wins. I mean, obviously this is all stuff that we've really already talked about. Yeah. So it's a recap of the year, but it's almost a recap of the podcast too.
For those who pay attention.
Right. So I put engagement, podcast, and weight loss.
Those are good.
I mean, I'm not at my weight goal,
right?
But I have lost, 20 pounds.
That's exciting. That's something to be proud of.
I need to hit it hard though and start working out.
I told myself, which this might come up later in this conversation, that I want to start working out and going to the gym.
And then you injured your ankle.
My ankle. God, I forgot. That's gonna put
a damper on things. You're gonna have to do swimming or something.
Yeah, great. I love being in a bathing suit.
It's my favorite.
Others.
Right. Jeez.
I really wanna, even if I just go walk, I don't need to be pumping the iron with the big daddies. You know what I mean? I don't need to do that.
Why not?
Because I feel self-conscious. When the
You're
when the old Planet Fitness, did you ever go in the old one?
Yeah.
Where Harbor Freight is?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the old one, all the weights were up front, but then in the left-hand corner all the way in the back was the few leg machines. I would take the free weights, walk back to the corner, and set up a mat and do them back there. Because I'm I just can't. I'm doing 5 pounds and you're doing 50 and I can't stand next to you and do this.
Yeah. I mean, I feel that. I don't like working out in public.
Me either.
I have a lot of stuff here.
Yeah. Because
I know I won't go to the gym.
Yeah.
I have a ton of free weights.
Okay.
5s or 8s, 10s, 12s, 15s.
Okay.
I can't do the 15s.
Right.
They're
right.
Really heavy. And the 8s are nice for triceps.
Yeah.
Going back, because I have I don't think I even have my tricep, where my tricep muscle is. It's Jello.
Mine too. Mine too.
There's nothing going on back there.
My tricep hurts today. When I go, this is time when I go this, it just...
Oh.
Because I think I braced myself.
Oh, could be.
Yeah. I have 5 pounds and 8 pounds at home, but I feel kind of bad because I'm on the 3rd floor. So if I'm bebopping around, grandma underneath me could hear me. Because, I have a walking pad.
I mean, I don't think you're going to... Unless you're doing, jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Or, really, banging on the floor.
Bang!
I don't think it would be that loud.
No. But I think... So I did have a gym membership for a while, and I did like going. Because it always, felt good after.
Yeah.
And it's not, working out. That's the hard part. It's, getting to the gym. That's the hard part. Because once you're there, you only have one thing to do.
If it's far...
Yeah, you're it needs to be right across the street.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go.
Yeah.
I mean, I could potentially see myself going to the one a mile away.
Yeah.
In that plaza.
Uh-huh.
Ryan checked it out. I don't know how much it was. But I have, my Planet Fitness membership because I'll go, tan sometimes.
Gotcha.
And I like the hydro bed.
I've never done that.
It's nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you been since they redone it all?
Like the new location?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nice back there where the tanning beds are.
Yeah, it's like a nice little, like, spot. And there's like a red light therapy. I want to try that.
It's supposed to, they recommended that after I had my hip surgeries for the scar.
Oh.
Yeah, I never did it because I was like a little kid, but they recommended that was good for scarring.
Maybe I'll start doing, that could be a good way to get in healthy.
Red light therapy?
Like going to that one at Planet Fitness.
Oh, yeah. You could say I'm not allowed to use the beds unless I walk on the treadmill for this amount of time.
That's true.
I
usually just go there and just tan. I don't even
That's what I did. That's what I did.
Like, here I am.
I feel like, though, I don't know. Like, if I used to work out at home, I would do, like, HIIT workout videos. Mm-hmm. But I would always, like, find an excuse. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this first and then I'll do it. Or I'm gonna do this first and then I'll do it. And I would just, like, never do it. But if I go to the gym, there's only one thing for me. I can't do anything else.
Right.
So I feel like I'd be more efficient at the gym, but it's getting me to the gym.
Yeah.
Because how it's set up now, the treadmills are in the back. So it's ample spot for people watching while you're walking. But, like, why are the weights in the front so everybody sees you lift? Like, put them in the back.
I don't know.
Because, like, what else are you supposed to look at?
I don't think the guys that are, like, working out care.
No, because if I look like that, I would be like, hey, everybody. Like,
look at how much I'm lifting.
Yeah. But I can't go up there and just be like,
yeah,
grabbing it, standing right next to you.
Like, yeah, like, I don't know. Yeah.
And I don't want to look at myself in the mirror do it. Oh, my God.
Anytime I've gone to the gym, I'm not doing, like, free weights.
Yeah.
I've done, like...
The machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did, like, the squatting with, like, the bar when I used to go with my friend.
Okay.
But it, like, hurts my
your
neck.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. That hurt my neck.
It's probably because my form's bad.
I think my form, I mean, because I was watching myself in the mirror. I think my form was okay, but... Yeah, I'm like, this is not good for my neck.
Yeah, I felt that same way. So, how do we get on that topic? Oh, about your weight loss. I was
going off on tangents.
I don't remember me putting the gym as a win for 2024 because I never made it there.
You're like, that's a loss.
But I want to start walking. And then I feel like after 20 minutes of cardio, and then maybe I'll go do a few machines and, like, build my way up. Because I did used to like going, but...
Have you ever tried Beachbody at home?
I think I used to do a few of those videos.
I did 21 Day Fix. I've done that 3 full times through.
Okay.
I worked out... This was like a few years ago. I worked out for like 68 days straight.
Girl, look at you. Did you see results?
Yeah, but then I fell off the wagon and I'm
Happens
still down here in the mud.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're like, I'm just bogged down.
I'm very comfortable down here in the mud.
Honestly, I must be too, because I bitch about it all the time and I don't do anything about it. So I must be comfortable. My subconscious must be just content being here.
It's like, oh well.
Yeah, you're not really that mad because you're not doing anything about it.
Right.
I just have one win. Not saying my year was shit, but it wasn't, like, good and it wasn't bad. It was just, like, all right. So I just put starting the podcast has been fun. Maybe I could put, like, getting more into, like, stained glass, because
I think that's a win.
I've never really had, like, apart from being a kid, I bowled, I danced, I did piano, I did trumpet, but as an adult, I've never really had a hobby. And I've always been on this, like, soul-searching journey of, like, I need a hobby, but I don't love anything enough to keep doing it over and over.
Right.
So this podcast, we've been consistent with, and stained glass I've been consistent with.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And
you experienced a glory hole.
I did.
Your first glory hole.
My first glory hole. That was in 2024. If you want more information on that, you'll have to find what episode that was in. But
yes,
it's whatever you want it to be, really. It's whatever glory hole you want it to be.
First glory hole, but won't be the last.
It won't be the last, for sure, at a time of my life. Any losses that were notable?
I just feel like I only wrote like one down. I feel like I'm just like working so much, and I feel like the year just like flew by.
But not in like a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like yeah, it's like, where did this year even go?
I feel that too, because I feel like I just was training you the other day.
Yeah.
But that was like
over a year ago.
Yeah. I kind of feel that 2024 went by fast.
Yeah, it's kind of like depressing, because it's like, geez, like, where did I...
Like, are you like depressed because like you didn't do anything like worthwhile or notable, and you just feel like you worked all the time?
Yeah, like I feel like since like working hospice, I feel like I just am like working my life away. I
feel that, not me because I have 2 more days off than you, but I feel like you do get out late most days.
Yeah, I always get out. Yeah, I don't feel like with all the driving.
Yeah.
And then I feel like when we're giving up patient, like when we're trying to like figure out who's going to see, like who I need help with. It's like, I feel like if I go down to 4 patients, I feel like kind of judgment. But it's like 4 is like the perfect amount with the amount of driving that I have to do so to actually get home on time.
Yeah.
If I keep 5, I'm going to be...
Yeah, like 5, 6.
It's going to be late that I get home. And so it's really like frustrating.
I feel judgment from one person when I ask to go. Like when I ask for a lot of help. But I don't think they really consider like our 4 patients are so spread out.
Yeah.
Whereas like the Bay City nurse are all very close. So she could do like 6 or 7.
Yeah. And who do you feel judgment from? I don't like going down to 4 though, and I don't want them to think, oh, you can do an admit. Like, no. Like that 4 is a full day for me.
I purposefully I do leave my house at usually right at 8:30 because I want to try to get done on time or maybe a little early. But my Thursday days, I go all the way from Bay City to almost Big Rapids.
Yeah.
So it's
and that frustrates me that patient isn't even in our area.
I know.
And they accepted it because it's like, okay, well,
now it's fucking winter.
And now it's it's not like the manager said, yeah, we'll take them, and now they're going to see them.
Right.
It doesn't affect them at all. It affects us.
I think it's what did she say? 15, 20 miles outside of our service area. It's not on the cusp. And no. I'm great, and now it's fucking winter, and it's all 2-track roads to get to her.
It's an hour and 45 just from because I checked.
Yeah.
From
when we had that blizzard.
Yeah, from the office.
That was funny.
And then she's like, oh, you gotta go out there. It's like, you go out there.
Yeah, I'm freaking not. I woke up this morning knowing fully well I ain't doing it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't want to end up in the ditch.
Yeah, it probably would have been 2 hours and 15, 2 hours and 30 because the snow was so bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Because our one coworker, he didn't even make his exit. He slid by it.
Right. Yeah, I'm not trying to do that.
No,
I agree with you.
And they were like, it was like they were implying that he could see more people because he was going out there anyway.
No.
And I'm like, no.
You didn't even want him to see that one girl.
No, I'm like, it's like, a lot of my patients are not it's not going to be plowed roads.
No, especially out there.
Yeah.
No. And thankfully, that day, all our patients were stable, so...
Yeah.
It wasn't oh, I have to go to Big Rapids. It's
she'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm not... No.
And then I thankfully only had to go 2 miles. So that was...
Yeah.
For those... for those 2. So that was easy.
Yeah.
I stayed there for quite a while, though. Because I was trying to...
Butter them up?
Yeah. It worked.
You probably did.
I was there for 2 hours. Almost.
I felt bad, kind of. I was are they giving her the shit, or what's going on?
No. They were excited to see me, actually.
I feel like that's a good loss for you, because I feel like you do get out late most of the time.
That's frustrating.
Yeah.
Last week, I had 45 hours. I guess it could have been worse, but.
Right.
Because last year, there was the week of like right before Christmas, I worked 53 hours, I think.
Was that when we were taking on call on nights? It was right around Christmas.
No.
Oh.
It was literally just from, like, working during the day. And it was, yeah, it was insane. I texted, our manager, and I said, a Thursday night, when I, like, was finally done working, I said, do you realize I'm at 45 hours already?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, it just can't be helped. I'm like, okay, well, I just wanted to make you aware. I don't know if you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I probably will. But the
like,
next day, I worked 8 hours. Like, so yeah, it was 53. I'm like...
You're like, that was a very helpful conversation.
Yeah.
You're like, I have a list of ways it could be helped, but...
Right.
What else was I going to say about that, though?
This is basically just us bitching.
Yeah.
We're
like, this is our New Year's episode.
Very uplifting.
I feel like the only plus that I have, though, is I have a ton of facility patients, and they're already being cared for 24/7 by nurses, so there's not really much for me to assess or do once I get there, so their visits are shorter, kind of.
Yeah. You can... Those ones, definitely, I do, like...
And the family's usually not there, so it's quick.
Excuse me. Yeah, I stay for, like, maybe 35 minutes.
Me too. Because I don't want to, like, sit there and, like, stare at them and gawk at them, but there's, like, not a whole lot.
Well, I would like to sit with them.
Yeah.
My one facility, there's no chairs in his room.
I have one facility that doesn't have chairs either.
I'm like, I would sit next to this guy, but someone's
with them.
Yeah, right. So I'm just, like, staring at him.
Yeah.
Like, standing there. I'm like, this is uncomfortable.
He's like, I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, he was pissed when I was there the last time, because I was, like, trying to pull his hand out so I could, like, do his vitals.
Yeah.
He was like, stop it. Like, trying to get back under the blanket. So I'm like, just let me do it.
It'll be quick.
And then I'll leave you alone. Jeez.
I feel like that's a good loss. I mean, not a good loss, but that's, like, a good point to bring up.
Yeah.
Do you have any other losses? Just the loss of time?
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like really anything really, like, detrimental happened or anything like that.
That's good.
Not like the losses that you've had.
Yeah, mine are pretty big. The only two I put was saying goodbye to my 20s, because I'm 30 now.
That's a big loss.
I didn't cry yesterday. I thought I was going to.
Oh.
Of sadness.
That's good then.
Yeah, that's a win.
Yeah.
I didn't cry on my 30th birthday. That's a win.
You're like, I cried this morning.
Yeah. I wanted to. Fucking miserable. And then I lost my toenail. But she's growing back really well.
Good.
She is. She's making a good comeback. I ripped her off myself.
Yes.
Needed to be done.
So, yeah, those are good losses.
Thanks.
I like it.
I mean, it's a win that we don't have any, like, traumatic losses, so that's good.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
crazy.
I think that's good. So 3 future things looking forward to in 2025. Do we want to go back and forth?
Yeah, we can. You want to start?
The wedding.
That's, like, coming up. It's, like, basically tomorrow.
I'm, like, so stressed.
Don't be stressed.
I have so much.
Once it's done, it's done.
Yeah. Then I can go somewhere warm.
What else do you have to do?
Like everything.
It's literally like 4 months. Less than.
I know. That's why I'm like so stressed.
Don't be stressed. Like, what are some like things you're gonna get done soon that you can check off your list? I feel like there's none.
I need to figure out like the shower.
Oh.
I need to figure out like, I mean, my friend's been looking into like the bachelorette party.
Okay.
We haven't asked anyone to be in the wedding yet. I mean, there's just so much.
Well, you have the date and the venue, and that's the important part. And you got your dress, so
yeah.
You're starting on arrangement or centerpieces.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working on that, but yeah.
It'll all come together how it's supposed to.
Hopefully.
Yeah. It'll be fine. It'll be fun.
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably like our next big shebang.
I'm excited about like the people from work that I've invited.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like a good, like, I mean it's like the people I'm, closest to or whatever, but yeah.
That'll be fun.
I think that'll be...
The work people will be fun. And none of us will have to work the next day, so...
Right.
That'll be fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have hopefully buying a house this year. We were really house hunting and like, I think it was like, we started in 2020, but then COVID hit and the prices like skyrocketed and you couldn't like tour all of them. You could just like virtually tour. And I was like, I'm not paying for my first house if I can't walk through it.
That's like ridiculous. And
then the interest rates were crazy and the prices were crazy, so we stopped for a while, and I think we're gonna start looking soon because our lease is up in May.
What? Sorry. When is or what are the interest rates right now?
I don't know. We haven't even started again. Like, we have to reapply for a loan because it's been so long. We both had job changes since, so
yeah.
But we want to start looking probably like March-ish.
I would definitely maybe are you going through like the VA? Because you could they have really good I think they have better interest rates.
Oh, I don't even know if Blake knows about
that. And for first-time home buyers.
Okay, I know about that one.
And you're just, I think there's some rules, but like the one, like you have to, you can't move, I think within like 3 years.
Perfect, I don't want to.
Right. I'm like, I want to be right here.
Moving's a lot.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not trying to go anywhere.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited, but also I kind of have like a bad taste in my mouth from the last time we did this because we put in so many offers that were like 20, 30 grand over asking that still got shot down.
I mean, this one was like my 5th or 6th offer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, yeah, I mean, it's kind of depressing.
Because you like fall in love with something and then they're like, oh, no, sorry, they didn't pick you.
Yeah.
And I'm like spiraling. I'm like, I already knew where my Christmas tree was going to go. Like, that's my first thing I look for in a house. Where am I going to put my Christmas tree? I'm not kidding.
I didn't even look at that. Like, that's not even a thought in my mind.
I'm not kidding. Every house we would tour, I'm like, Blake, it's going there.
He's like, okay.
Yeah, he's like, I don't give a shit.
Right. I don't care where it goes.
Yeah. It's important to think about that, though.
Yeah.
Like, I need a nice, like, big window in my living room so, like, people can see from the street.
Right.
Yeah. It's important.
That is true.
What's another one for you?
I want to just kind of, like, I think I'm going to feel more settled.
Mm-hmm.
Like, being, like, married and kind of having, like, a system and just kind of feeling like, I feel, I don't know. I think I'll just feel more settled in life.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I've kind of felt more like adrift.
Okay.
And kind of like I was left behind,
Okay.
I guess. Like, because I'm older now, and I never, like, got married.
Yeah.
Not saying that I mean, I'm not upset that I didn't have, like, a failed marriage or anything like that to look back on, but I just kind of, like, I have a big family on my mom's side, and it's, like, all my little cousins are, like, getting married and having kids, and it's kind of, like, depressing, and then it's, like, I feel like I was, like, left behind, kind of.
I can see how you could feel that way. And I think society puts a lot of pressure on, like, okay, like, people, like, get married in their 20s, and they buy their first house in their 20s, and they have kids in their 20s, and, like, I didn't do any of that either, and now I'm 30, and I feel that way about, not so much the marriage and the kids aspect, just because I have a long-term partner, but I feel really, like, which I shouldn't, because it's not like I live in the projects, but I feel very, like, I don't want anybody, which I've told you, I don't want people to come over because I'm, like, not embarrassed, but, like, I'm 30 years old and still living in an apartment. Like, I just feel weird about it.
But, like, I've been there and it's nice.
Thank you. Thank God you were there around Christmas time. That's when she really comes out.
You're like, it's horrible in the summer.
It's horrible.
I mean, I think it's good, though, like, in the aspect of maybe because we've waited on doing some things, we've avoided some stuff.
That's true.
You know? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I definitely...
We'll both be having kids in our 30s. I feel like that's, like, more common.
At the same time?
Yeah, because we have to take maternity at the same time.
Yep. And my maternity will be 3 years.
So if yours is, I've got to do it too then.
Right.
Yeah.
See you guys in 3 years.
I'm, like, not kidding about that, though.
Yeah, I mean, when I have a kid, it's probably gonna change a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
But I think we really should strive to do it somewhat relatively together. Because I don't want to be pregnant alone. Because I'm already scared. And I just think we could just, like, hang out more.
Yeah. We can, like, push our bellies together.
Yeah. And, like, I'm not, like, sure what they're going to do at work, but...
They'll be alright.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out.
They'll be fine.
And then we can... So, I think we've synced up now.
Very much.
So we should be ovulating at the same time.
We can, like, let each other know.
Be like, tonight's the night.
Yeah. Drop everything.
Put that Barry White music on.
Oh my God. I should have saved those sperm drinks from last night.
Damn it. Those are good.
They were creamy, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know what kind of liquor, but it was good.
Yeah, I took, we got those. There's, a store in Midland that we got those. And yeah, I thought they were good.
They were.
And they were funny.
I, like, looked in the bag at first. My friend's grandma gave me these, like...
Sperm shots.
They were, like, little sperm canisters. And it had, like, liquor in it. But I looked in the bag at first. And, like, my parents were there, too. And I didn't know what they were. But I knew what they looked like. And I was like...
And then she was like, you could use it as a dildo.
I know. After. And afterwards, my friend, whose grandma was, she was like, I told her not to give them to you in front of your parents. And she did not listen. I was like, because my parents are very, like, conservative. And I was like...
Can they get mad at grandma, though?
They can't. They cannot. Oh my God, they can't. But I was just like, I'm just not going to make eye contact when I take these out the bag.
I think she was hitting on Ryan.
You think?
Yeah. I think he was, like, uncomfortable, like, sitting by her.
After he got in that pool, she was probably like, oh my God.
I think she was maybe a little handsy. I don't know.
Come on.
I didn't ask him about that. I don't recall.
Come on.
Right. Get a little...
It was wild times.
A little handful of ass, maybe.
The aisleways were very narrow.
Gotta grab somewhere.
Yeah, it was very narrow. I was kind of surprised how, like, I feel like I could have leaned over and kissed somebody. Like,
you did it?
I don't think I did. I didn't kiss anybody on the bus, I don't think.
I don't think I did either. Unless I kissed, I might have kissed Ryan.
Right.
I wasn't kissing any strangers.
Right. Whatever.
Right.
I have your wedding as one of mine, too. So I think it'll just be fun, like, getting all the work people together, because we never see each other ever.
Yeah.
Having some drinks, having some food.
No.
Good laughs.
Yeah.
I have a few other weddings. Caitlin's wedding is at the end of the year. That's the end. But I think that'll be fun. Yeah. Nobody has to work in the morning.
Yeah, we can just have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yep. And then I put future things looking forward. New job? Question mark?
I was gonna put that.
I would like a new job.
You have to manifest it.
Yes.
I
should start manifesting that.
I feel like I've tried to manifest things before and it's just never worked out. Because
like a shadow daddy.
Yeah. This is a
manifesting
funny story.
Cassian.
I'm manifesting to just be like wake up and be wealthy.
That I've tried to manifest winning Mega Millions and it didn't work.
I've never bought one. I should.
Yeah.
So my grandma, this reminds me of a story, gave me this little charm bracelet when I was a kid. It wasn't like a charm bracelet. It was just like a beaded bracelet, and it had a little box charm on it, like a Pandora's box. And my grandma was very, like, religious and very conservative. And she was like, you know, like, you can say your prayers into the box and then close the box and, like, God will hear them. And I was like, oh my God, okay. So I was probably, like, little at the time. And so she's like, okay, like, you can, like, say a prayer in the box right now. And I'm like, okay. So I, like, open it up and I'm like, I want an American Girl doll for Christmas. And I, like, close the box. And she was, like, not impressed. I was like, Grandma, I'm manifesting an American Girl doll. She's like, that's not what I meant.
That's not what I meant. Did you ever get one?
Yeah, I got 3. And I think it was from that.
It was?
Yeah.
I always wanted one.
You never had one?
I never had one.
Do you want to come over? I still have them all.
Yeah. Which ones did you have?
Kit.
Okay.
Obviously. Josefina, the Mexican girl.
Oh, yeah.
Her hair is tattered because I took it out of the braid. Bad.
Shouldn't
bad.
have done that.
Shouldn't have done that. And then Elizabeth, she was like the Victorian age girl with like long blonde hair, and I cut it all off with scissors. Not my best choice, and I really regret that because she now has like a mullet, and my mom was like very upset with me, but I bought her with my own money.
She was horrified.
Yeah. I used to want to be a hairdresser when I was a kid, so all of my Barbies, Bratz, and that one American Girl doll had all short ass hair.
I wanted Felicity.
With the red hair?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Her and Elizabeth are besties.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I'm kind of bitter about, like, my parents said that it was too expensive. They wouldn't get me them for Christmas.
My parents never got me any. It was my grandparents.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were like, it's too expensive, and I would get the magazines.
Oh my God, those were so fun.
And I would go through them.
Circle.
And, like, yeah, and I like, would just, like, pour over those magazines, and I wanted one so bad.
I know what to get
and
you for Christmas.
I don't want one now.
It's never too late.
Right. Yeah, my parents were always, like, very frugal.
Mm-hmm, mine too.
And wouldn't, like, they didn't spend, like, crazy amounts on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that now.
Right.
As, like, a bonus parent, you know, that it's, like, it makes sense.
Plus, everything's more expensive now than it was then.
Right.
Like, I think a doll back then was, like, $99. I can't imagine what they are now.
I thought they were, like, $200.
Maybe they were.
I think just the doll was $200.
Maybe they were.
Or something. I mean, they were a lot.
I still get the catalogs, like, periodically. They'll get sent to my parents, and I, like, save them because I want to look. And they have, like, Harry Potter collections, and, like, it's crazy.
Oh, I might need that.
They have, like, a hospital collection where there's, like, a cast and, like, an arm bracelet and a hospital gown, and I kind of want that.
Yeah.
But they're fun to look at.
Yeah.
See all the different ones.
Well, and now you can do, like, so when I was, like, getting the catalogs and, like, looking at them is when they started, like, where you could have one that looks like you.
Yes.
But I was like, I didn't like that I thought that was kind of interesting, but, like, I liked the stories. Like, I didn't want one without, like, a story attached.
Did you read the books?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Only of the dolls I had, but me too.
Yeah, I read a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
I read a lot of historical fiction type
I think
books.
It's, like, a learning, like, getting the doll, learning about, like, the time period she lived in is, like, kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
They have a lot of more modern dolls now.
Yeah.
But there's, like, a 70s doll, like a hippie doll. I think her name's Julia.
Ooh.
And I'm like, if you would ask me which one I want now, I want her.
You'd probably just cut off her hair again.
I probably would.
My can't be trusted.
My mom used to get so pissed because I would use, like, the real shampoo and conditioner in the shower and play, like, beauty school, and she's like, you're wasting it. I'm like, Mom, they need their hair washed.
Mom,
like, it's crazy. You don't go to a salon and not get your hair washed.
Right.
Literally
she's
all
like,
of them.
So you're just gonna cut the damn hair off anyway?
And I did. Literally, I can, like, go to my mom, send you pictures. They all have, like, hack jobs. Poor Elizabeth.
I know. Jeez. What were you thinking?
She's, like, Renaissance girl on the bottom and, like, party on the top.
Party, business in the front, party in the back.
Yes, very much so. I feel kind of bad, but it's fine.
Jeez.
I was like, Mom, I paid for her with my own money. Like,
she's like, you're a monster.
It's fine. Is it my turn?
Yep.
In 2025, it'll be Blake and I's 10-year anniversary.
Oh.
Of dating, obviously. But
what's the date?
The date of that? June 23rd.
What are you guys gonna do?
I don't know. I wonder what, like, like if we were married, what the 10-year, like, gift would be.
It's copper, I think.
Is it
Gold.
It's gold.
It's a gold set of complete set of all jewelry.
Yes.
For the woman.
For the woman.
I did look it up because my brother recently, like a couple of years ago, they had their 10.
Okay.
And I was curious.
Copper. I don't even know, like...
You could get some, like, copper, like, Moscow Mule mugs.
Cute.
That'd be cute.
Because we have our bar cart. That'd be cute on there.
Mm-hmm.
Copper.
Have you ever had a Moscow Mule?
A ginger beer? Yeah. They're not bad.
There's different ones. So, like, I make you drink vodka on here, but
yeah.
There's, like, a Mexican Mule.
Oh.
So that's with tequila.
Okay. That's
pretty good. And, yeah, so there's different...
Maybe we should have one on here one time.
You want to do the Mexican Mule?
With tequila?
Yeah.
No.
You want to do the vodka?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if I just mixed, like, Verner's and vodkas on a Moscow Mule?
Not...
Or does it have to be ginger beer?
Quite. It's supposed to be ginger beer.
Okay. Because we love Verner's.
But I do love Verner's.
Yes.
We could make them however we want.
Yeah.
We could do Tito's, because I usually like it with Tito's, Verner's, and then you squeeze the lime.
What were you drinking last night? Long drinks all night?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I tried to stick to that.
That's probably for the best. Did you have any Jell-O shots?
2.
Okay. Those were pretty good.
One was... I had one rum. That was the first one I had.
The rum ones were good, I thought.
That was really good. And then the second one I had... Caitlin and I both had vodka.
Okay.
And that one was good, too.
Good. I just didn't want the green ones.
I would have been fine trying. I mean, I like tequila, but...
There's some left. They texted me this morning, do you want these Jell-O shots? And I'm like, save them for Christmas.
Was your mom, like, laying in bed eating them?
No, definitely not.
She's like, get away from me. She needed, like, a legit IV.
She did a shot ski last night.
Yeah.
I saw a video of that. I have, like, slowly pictures and videos have been trickling in. And I was like,
I just remembered something.
What?
It was you, I think, on one end, and then Ryan on the other, and Ben was in the middle.
Oh, yeah. No,
and you and Ryan both, and it went all over.
I have a video of that. I can show you after, too.
Like, oh my God.
I don't understand how he didn't hear the countdown. It was loud as piss. She was like, 1, 2, and we're just like that, and he's just like,
just all over him. I was dying laughing.
I was too. I was like, you didn't hear us count down? He's like, I guess not.
Oh, God. That was so funny.
I have a lot to show you after this.
I'm excited.
Do you have any more things to look forward to?
No, that's all I wrote down.
Okay. What are some memorable New Year's Eves that you've had?
So I've had a couple that I wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go back? How many do you have?
2.
Okay, I have 3.
Okay.
So we can go back and forth. Last year was fun because it was with Ryan, and we were gonna go to a party, and then we just kind of were like, we didn't want to have to like drink and drive and like have to worry about that. So we just decided to have like a fun night, just like the 2 of us. So we went to dinner, had like a nice dinner, like steak, and then we went to the hotel.
Okay. Was it busy?
Not really. And we didn't want to be there at midnight, but we just went there for like a few drinks, and then got home, and we were like ready. Like we had a bottle of champagne.
Aww.
And so we like popped it right at midnight.
Yeah.
And like kissed or whatever and
Cute.
drank champagne. And then in the morning we had another bottle of champagne and we did like morning like mimosas.
Oh, that's cute. Hair of the dog.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's cute.
And we didn't feel, I mean, I've had some New Year's where I feel like ass the next day, but it was nice.
That's cute. Just your first one together and it's just you two.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good one. In 2018, I spent New Year's Eve and New Year's at Disney World.
Oh.
And there was a huge outdoor New Year's Eve party in Epcot. And I was with my friend Lily. And it was really fun.
That sounds fun.
So we left to come back home on New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And the New Year's Eve party was until 2 in the morning. And our plane left from Orlando Airport at 5 a.m. So we had to like pack before the party. And we took Adderall so we could stay awake. And I think we slept for like an hour and then we had to get up and go home. But we didn't drink or anything.
Oh.
You could have, but if we weren't going home, we probably would have. But
right.
That was really fun to spend that.
That would be fun.
Yeah, in Disney. It kind of felt weird because it was like warm.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
That's kind of when I was in the previous episode when I asked you about like Christmas, like where you would want to spend Christmas.
Yeah.
I feel like if it wasn't cold, it wouldn't feel like Christmas.
I think I would be very disheveled.
Disheveled.
Yeah.
You're like in Miami.
Yeah.
Like, this doesn't feel right.
I love Christmas so much. I think because I grew up with it being cold on Christmas, it has to be cold.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to snow, but it has to be cold.
Yeah. Or it doesn't feel right.
Yeah. We either went to Disney for that trip on Christmas or the day after and stayed till New Year's. I can't remember what it was, but they were still all decorated Christmas.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I mean, because, that Disney is, like, awesome, like, any time of year, but I can imagine, like, how awesome that would be.
The lines were extremely long, because it was Christmas break.
Yeah.
And she's a teacher, so we either had to go for, like, spring break or Christmas break, because she was going away for the whole summer. And I was like, the lines are going to be terrible, and they were. But it was worth it. It was fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. They were pretty long when we went for spring break, and yeah, some of them were really long. I like that, though. I wanted to do very different New Year's Eve experiences.
Oh, no.
So I was 21.
Okay. You got wild and crazy.
21 or 22. We went out in, like, Midland.
Okay.
Oscars.
Yeah. Oh, that was the place.
Yeah. It was so much, we had so much fun there. And then I was with my friend. She was, like, she lived across the road from me. She moved in with her best friend's family.
Okay.
She had moved here for a boyfriend.
Gotcha.
Was here, like, with him for several years, and then he just, like, ended up breaking up with her. And she didn't have any family here or anything like that, so she, like, moved in with them. And then we got close. But my significant other at the time was working.
Okay.
He was a bouncer at the bar, and I told my friend, I'm like, we have to get there by midnight so I can kiss him.
Aww.
And I think we were a couple minutes late. But, yeah. So we were, like, rushing, like speeding, like, trying to get there. But we still had fun.
That was a fun bar. That was a fun bar.
Yeah.
I'm sad it's not there.
No.
I had some good firsts there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a cute story. You're like, I just need my New Year's kiss.
I
And
know.
we can leave.
Yeah. So that was, I guess we celebrated in the car.
Doing what?
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. No, so we were a couple minutes late, but.
That's a good one. I try to do, like, different ones, too. Not that I've not, like, had a bunch of crazy New Year's or anything. So this is one when I was a kid. every year for like, I don't know, like 10 years in a row, my parents would always go to like a New Year's Eve party with their friends. And I'd always stay the night at my grandma's. And we'd have like traditions where we always got a full ring of shrimp cocktail because I can down that in a very short amount of time. We'd always have, like yesterday, I ate a full half ring before I went to the bar.
That's probably why you were hungover.
Probably. Well, I had a sandwich too. I was trying to, like, was like, I brought you shrimp cocktail because he knows I love shrimp cocktail. And I was like, is this all for
best
me?
present ever.
Literally. So we always had a full ring of shrimp cocktail. We always had this pimento cheese dip. Ooh. And she always put out like just like little hors d'oeuvres, appetizers, and she'd always make like the table fancy, and there was always candles. And then it was tradition where we would start watching the New Year's Eve show, and she would always fall asleep like immediately, and I'd stay up, like bring it in by myself.
You're like, yay!
Yeah, I'm like, yay, with the crackers and stuff.
With the little like where you blow.
Grandma sleeping.
Right.
Yeah.
Hit her in the face with it.
Yeah. But that, I have good memories of that from when I was little.
That sounds fun. Mm-hmm. I like that. Yeah. Good wholesome fun.
Yeah. No alcohol involved. You can still have fun without alcohol.
Right. Just not as much.
Not as much. Your day after will be more fun though without alcohol.
That's true.
Yeah.
Probably my worst New Year's Eve experience. I was flying to Baltimore.
Okay.
For the Baltimore show on New Year's Eve, and I was supposed to get in like fairly early, but then flights kept getting delayed.
Oh.
And then I ran in Detroit to my next flight. And the door was closed, but they let me on.
Oh my god.
Like, they do not open the door.
I would have had a full-blown...
Yeah. And of course it was, like, so I don't know how much you know about, like, the Detroit airport, but that one concourse, there's literally a gate at the very end of it. Like, you know, you have ones on each side. The very last one at the end was the one that I needed.
You're like...
It was, like... I think A77 or something.
Oh my god.
Whatever it was 77. I ran, and so I didn't have to take the because I didn't want to take the later.
Yeah.
One, but still with things getting delayed, it was still late.
Oh my god.
I got into the airport, like I got there around like 11 something. And I was literally standing at the baggage claim at midnight, waiting for a bag that didn't show up.
Oh, no!
Because it thought that, like, because they thought I was on, they moved it to the other flight.
And that's how you rang in the new year?
At baggage claim.
You're like, if this is any reflection to how this entire year is going to go, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
That's sad.
So then I had to wait till the next... It was like evening next day by the time I got my stuff, and like, so for work they would make us, we had to carry our uniform in our carry-on. Okay. So that we could still work. Yeah. If our bags got lost or whatever. And it was expensive clothes, so like they wouldn't want you to lose that. Right. So I had to go New Year's Day. I had to get an Uber and go to, like, CVS. Oh my god. And buy all new, like, toiletry products. Which was very expensive. Yeah. To buy them all at once. So.
That's a sad New Year's. Yeah.
That sucked. That was, like, the worst.
Because there's probably, like, people, like, couples around you, like, kissing and, like, you're, like, waiting for a bag that's not coming. And then you're, like, I always, like, see my reflection of, like, this doesn't mean anything, but, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, if I have, like, a good New Year's Eve, that means this year's gonna be good.
I think that's a common, like, superstition. Yeah. I would agree with, yeah, like, it's, like, the way, because they say the way you spend your New Year's is the way your year, or...
But I never, like, put any effort into it. I just, like, expect it to be good. So I'm not, like, out here trying to, like, make it good.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a wide variety of New Year's. I mean, I've had New Year's where I was, like, laying in bed at midnight and rolled over and was like, Happy New Year. Yeah. And then I've had other ones where I'm you know, at like a very expensive dinner, like all dressed up. So but I really liked, even though like last year's was like super chill, I really liked it.
It's a good first one for you guys.
Yeah,
just spending it alone. It's not about like a crazy party where you can't like talk or anything.
Right.
What are your plans this year?
So I'm not really sure. We were kind of talking about it. We weren't sure if we were going to be having the kids or not, because like when they're on break, I'm not really sure if we'll have them or not. So that kind of depends. So if we have the kids, I was thinking we could do like kind of just like a small get together.
Yeah.
Just like invite like family and like close friends over, and whoever comes. That way, because I don't want to just like leave them here by themselves.
Right.
I mean, they can. They're old enough.
Yeah.
But like,
it'd be like your first one together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if we don't have them, then maybe something similar to like last year. Just go out to eat, and I don't know. We haven't really like figured it out yet. Yeah. What about you?
We usually don't make plans. One of Blake's best friend's birthday is always New Year's, so he usually always goes over there for like his party. But I don't know if he'll go this year, and I never like make any New Year's plans. I'm such a hypocrite, because I'm always like, I'm not gonna make any New Year's plans. It doesn't matter. And then the day of, I'm like, I don't have anything to do.
You're pissed.
Yeah, literally, it happens every year. And Blake's like, you literally do this to yourself. You have, like, Lexi always invites me out, and I'm always like, no. And then I'm like, this is how my year's gonna go. And he's like, Mandy. And I'm like, I know.
You're, like, pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, flip the table over.
Yeah. I'm like, it's literally nobody's fault but mine.
Yeah.
And then I always have, like, a shit-ass attitude on New Year's, because I'm like, we're never doing anything fun. And he's like, people ask you, and you just say no.
Right.
And I'm like, not the point.
Well, if we have a party, you can come here.
I'll bring a shrimp cocktail and order for my grandma.
There you go.
A whole ring.
Will you share?
I will share. Maybe I'll bring two.
There you
just
go.
To be safe.
You're like, I'll share one. You're like, not wait, the other.
I don't know. I actually downed that ring yesterday like nobody's business.
I could definitely down one, too.
Any resolutions this year?
So, lose more weight, be healthy, work out.
We have the same ones. Mine's not lose more weight, it's just lose weight.
Yeah, well,
because I haven't lost any.
Oh, I spelled that wrong. I put lost more weight. And then I maybe drink less booze, drink more water.
We have a similar one to that too.
But I'm not gonna, I don't want to like, I'm not gonna do like dry January or like really put any like strong stipulations on myself.
Yeah.
But I should probably drink more water and drink less alcohol, just because it's not health. Not because I'm like trying to, just because to be healthier.
Yeah.
So my liver doesn't like crap out on me.
Yeah. Mine's lose weight, eat healthier, and kind of like yours, mine is drink less pop, drink more water. Because I think I truly could cut out alcohol if, like, I don't drink as much as you do. Not, like, you drink a ton, but, like, if we didn't do this podcast, I would never drink it at home. I'm not, like, a drink at home kind of girl. I have to be, like, out.
Right.
So we have liquor at home, and I never touch it. If we have beer, I won't touch it. I have to be, like, out.
Uh-oh.
But my issue is not alcohol, it's pop. So, drink less pop, drink more water. Which I've convinced myself that my friend and I got each other hydro jugs for Christmas. And I'm like, between that and the ice maker my mom's getting me, I'm going to be drinking water left and right. But I know that's not going to be true. I'm just trying to convince myself that's going to be true.
I feel like I drink quite a bit of water.
I feel like you do.
Like when I'm at home.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't drink enough when I'm working.
Yeah.
Because then I have to pee places. Like I have a few places, my pee places.
Your pee place, yeah.
There's like the one gas station way out, like in Mount Pleasant.
Okay.
There's one that I go to that is usually a good one. And then that one place that's our company, but
not, yeah.
But it's like an ortho, like I think it's an orthopedic. But I'm like, hey, I got the badge on and everything.
I'm coming in. I'm paying. Yeah. And then I also have exercise more.
So we're basically
yeah,
pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you liked wine, I think you probably drink at home more.
I think it just gets me way too drunk way too quick. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, I start feeling real funny really soon on.
I think that's, I mean, it's strong. Yeah, it's stronger than beer.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I don't like room temperature alcohol. So, I mean, I could put the wine in the fridge. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that's why I tend to go towards beer, because I know it's going to be cold.
Well, so white wine is supposed to be refrigerated.
Oh, I didn't know.
And red wine's supposed to be room temperature.
Okay.
But, I mean, you can put it in the fridge if you want to.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'd have women, at the club that would, like, ask for ice in it.
Yeah, I think I'd have to.
But, I mean, you can put it in the fridge. But Sauvignon Blanc, I think we had to drink that on here. Okay. And that was the white one.
Yeah.
And,
I like the white in the rosés. They're not bad. I think Blake bought, I don't know if I told you or he told you, but he bought wine the other day at the grocery store, and it was, like, aged in a whiskey barrel.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
It took my breath away. It was so strong.
Was it, what brand? Was it, like, or what type?
It was dark.
Was it Cabernet?
I don't know.
It's probably
I took one drink and I said, not for me.
So did he drink the rest?
Yeah. I think it's gone.
Huh.
Yeah, I said, it's not for me.
Hmm.
But I think he was like, ooh, whiskey barrel. Mandy likes whiskey. She might like this. And I was like, no.
I think I've had Apothic Red. That's like a brand, like Apothic.
Okay.
Apothic Red. There's an Apothic Red that I think was aged in one too.
Gotcha.
I thought it was pretty good.
Blake liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if I liked wine, I probably would have liked it. But
right. But those, I mean, I know you're typically when people aren't like real big wine people, like if they're going to drink wine, it's not going to be the type that I like.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree with that.
You're like, yeah, I've had some interesting choices from you.
I agree with that statement. I don't mind like rosé or white. Those are fine because they're like lighter tasting to me. They're not as strong tasting to me anyway.
So, I don't drink red in the summer. In the summer, I drink white.
Okay.
Or rosé. Because they're cold.
Yeah.
And then in the winter, I drink red. So it's like warmer. It's like cozy.
And
and it's heavier.
Doesn't red pair better with like heartier foods? Like pasta and soup and stuff like that?
Yeah, typically like red wine would pair with pasta.
Okay.
Red wine and steak.
You should be like a sommelier.
I do really enjoy that.
Yeah.
And then like white would be more so for like chicken or seafood.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes like when I go out and I'm getting like wine, I try to be careful because I'm like, well, what am I getting to eat? I mean, it's not like, oh, I can't drink this.
They're going to be like,
right.
Oh, we can't.
But it definitely, like, you can't beat red wine and like a filet mignon.
Okay.
It's like so good.
You're like, that's what I want for New Year's.
I mean, maybe.
You're not going to turn it down.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's what I had last year, I think. Because we both got steak. I really like Lucky's Steakhouse.
Their bread.
Well, their bread is amazing.
Yeah.
And they're small. It's like the smaller fillet is what it's called, and so I think it's 6 ounces, maybe. Not 100% sure, but I don't like leftovers of steak.
I don't like leftovers of meat. Unless it's like chili, spaghetti, like ground meat, it's fine.
Right. Well, and so steak, unless you're going to eat it cold.
Oh, it gets tougher when you warm it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it cooks it more.
Yeah.
So then it's like it's not medium rare anymore. Like so it's tougher. The flake, I mean, how do you like your steak?
Not a big steak girl, but like I just recently this year started eating steak here and there. I refused it for like the last 25 years of my life. Like, I'm not kidding. I hated it. Like, I'm not a big meat girl to begin with. But my dad would always cook it at home, like for not his mom, for my mom and him, and he'd always like get me like a chicken breast or a brat because I was like repulsed by it for some reason. And so this year I've started like being like, well, maybe I just like didn't like it as a kid. So I bought like a few different like cuts, I guess, of steak at the grocery store, and we've been trying them all to see what I like. I think I'm like a cheap steak kind of girl, because we got, I don't even know what they're called, to be real honest with you, but it was the cheap steak, and I was like, these aren't bad. Okay.
Like a shirt steak, or was it thin?
Yeah, thinner. And then we got like sirloin, I think maybe, and then Blake got New York strips the other night.
I had a New York strip today,
and it was like fine.
Yeah.
But I can't eat a lot at one time.
Yeah.
Like, it's too rich or something. And I had it with eggs, like steak and eggs, because I was trying to, like, not do a carb.
That'd be good.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's still not, like, in my top, like, 3 favorite meats, but...
I really like steak.
I mean, most people do. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I don't like steak that has, like, fat on it.
The fat caps really gross me out.
Yeah. So, that's why I like filet mignon so much, because there's no... Yeah. And there's just...
I haven't tried one of those ever. Maybe I should.
The ones at Lucky's, like what they put, the seasoning that they, like, you don't, so if a steak is cooked, like, properly and, like, at a steakhouse, you shouldn't need steak sauce.
Okay. Yeah, I've never eaten steak sauce.
And, so I get it medium rare, and it's just,
you're like,
so
that's where I want to go soon.
I'm like, so good.
I'd be like, yeah, I'll just take like a side Caesar salad and like the bread, and I'll be like, good. I'm just like a sides girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should try the filet.
Should I?
At Lucky's.
Yeah. Watch me be like, I fucking hate this, and it was like $30 or something.
I don't know how you could hate it. Like, really? It's so good. There's no fat on it, and like the flavoring just...
if it's bad, I'll just say, can you just like bring me a cup of gravy? Because nothing can be bad with gravy. Well, you don't like gravy. Yeah,
I know. But I mean, I would be shocked if you didn't. Like, it's so good. I would be down to try it. It's like making my mouth water.
Or like, tomorrow I'm gonna go to Lucky's.
Right. I mean, hey, you could. Sunday fun day. I'm like burpy. I'm sorry.
I'm burpy and I'm like sleepy. I think we're at an hour 4. So you can end it if you want. I don't have any other things.
All right. Well, thank you for bearing with us. That was just kind of our scatterbrained rantings.
We went from this to that to this to that.
Right. That's how we are. So, as always, if you didn't chart it, it didn't happen.